Hello, everybody. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are. So, today I'm going to have a guest today that I'm going to interview. And she's an amazing coach all the way from Canada that we're going to share you her journey about being an entrepreneur and how she became a coach in a short period of time. So, I'm really excited to know uh, all her stories. So I hope you guys also are ready to hear about her story. So please tune in if you are watching us live and let us know, or if you have some advice or some question for her, just leave it in the comments so I could ask it to her later on. Okay, guys. Anyway, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Jessa, if we haven't met before, and I'm healthcare assistant. I also run a digital business owner, and yeah, so welcome to our live. Okay, so I'm gonna welcome my guest, Honeybee. There you go, sis.
Hello, guys. Hello, Jessa.
Hi,
How
welcome.
are
Thank you
you?
for accepting my invitation for today to share your journey to us.
It's my pleasure. Hello, everyone. Good morning or good evening to all of you. I'm Honey Miranda from Calgary, Canada. And should I introduce myself now? So,
Yes.
I am currently working, but 6 months ago, I was laid off, or I got laid off for 2 years in oil and gas industry. So yeah, so I am glad that I was able to do this interview with Jessa, and I am so happy to share with you my journey about my online marketing business.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what can you tell about what you're doing before having this business?
Okay, so I was doing fostering before. And for so long, I'm stayed-home mom. And while I'm taking care of my kids, I'm also doing fostering until I get into the document control in the oil and gas. And then after more than 4 years, I got laid off. So I got laid off for 2 years, and while I'm searching for a job, I came across this opportunity, the digital business marketing that we're in. So, 6 months ago, all the employer that I've submitted my resume got phoned me, and then they offered me the job, the document control specialist. So I grabbed it. So I'm doing my full-time job, and as well doing this digital business.
That's really awesome. How did you, because you're saying that you're doing it full time. So, when you're doing this in the beginning, how did you face any challenge at all, and how did you overcome it if you're doing full time, and how did you manage your time? I mean, because this is
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was worried about before I accepted the job offer. So because I don't want to regret this business, but I wanted to be continued. But I also wanted to know how this business could work while you're still in a full-time job.
yes,
And when I was in my first month, I don't think that I have struggled with my business, because I know that this business can run without me. And this is one thing that I would love to share to everyone, because this is not just for someone who is staying at home mom, or who doesn't have any job, but this
yeah.
is really doable. I'm always saying that to my mentees. This job is very doable for those who are full-time mom, full-time in a job, and a full-time wife as well. So yeah, we are so
Yes,
just grateful.
yes, that's
Yeah.
to tell that this everybody can do this without any kind of background you have, as you said.
And all the work that you need for a business is is really possible here. It's very different in other businesses that you can think of, that you need to be present physically, that you need to be outside of your house and checking and inventory or something, all those stress. But this one, while I'm working, the business is just running.
That's really
Yeah.
good. And yeah, well, you started this. How did you find the training about this business?
The training is so awesome. I could tell this is just like a spoon feeding for me. But it's the system that we are using is just excellent and very brilliant. Why? Because it's just step by step. And you don't need to
Yeah.
worry about how you're gonna do this, because they will really show you by video, and you can go back again and again to redo it. So there's no failing the training. And it's on your own time. For example, you have a full-time job, you can go back to your training and continue your training. While you are doing your dishes, you can listen to the training and then do it after.
Yes.
So I don't really see that this business is not for all. I could say you don't need to be an expert in the computer. You don't need to be like savvy in the computer. No, there's nothing like that, because
Yes,
the
absolutely.
training is really step by step.
Yes, that's it. Yes, that's how I
Yeah,
find the training too. How long did it take you before you managed to finish the training?
1 week. Only
One
1 week.
week. That's
Yes,
amazing.
because before I don't have work, right?
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
just finished it for 1 week. But before, it's more, I think, more challenging. But now they make it more easier. I can see that the training now, that when I go back there, they deleted some of the steps and they make it much much more easier. So in 1 week, I made it to run my business.
That's really pretty amazing. It
Yes,
took
could you
me
believe that?
2 weeks.
It's too good to be true, but this is real. I can tell why somebody is very skeptical in seeing in the
Yes.
inside. But how could we prove to them if they cannot try it? Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah. Aside from this business, have you tried something else before?
Oh
Like some
yes,
other you did, and
yes.
how did it
Um,
go?
okay, this is my testimony. Before, remember, I don't have that work, and we are thinking of some business that we can get into. We have a background of having a cleaning services, a
Yeah.
little business, but we are about to purchase a franchise for cleaning services. The franchise, you need to be in their name. If you're under their name, you need to buy their franchise for about like more than 10,000 at least.
Yeah.
And before you earn your money, they have like requirements to bring back some of portion of your income or your earnings from cleaning services monthly. So you have to maintain that. So before 1 week before our final sign up for to just make it like to make it done, I saw this business 1 week before. We have a schedule already that we need to sign for the final contract. But when I saw this one, I told my husband that we need to try and we need to postpone, or we need to cancel our contract signing in the cleaning services, or in a franchise, in buying a franchise. And my husband said, why? So there's lots of discussion and everything. And I told him, I want to see this business because it looks promising, but I wouldn't really can tell if that is real or not if I don't really want to try, right? So
Yes.
my mentor before, that's Jonathan. He got a hard time for me to convince to sign up, but it's really my heart and my mind is not peaceful if I don't really sign up for this business. So long and behold, I canceled our appointment. I tried this one. So before that, also, we are really looking for some businesses like insurances. I went to that industry. That is a business as well, right? And
Yes.
what else? Um, there's lots of things, like the vacuum, that they are doing it door to door like a business. So I get disappointed, or I get discouraged whenever they have to say that I need to go to the meeting every week or every other day to meet with the clients, or refer a friend or something. Like, I don't like that kind of business. So
So that
everything that I like for a business is just perfectly in this digital business. So that's why I said yes, I want to try it. And I never regret joining here in our digital business.
that's awesome to hear. You are a busy mom, I can see. Full time mom, full
I
time at
have
the
three
work.
boys. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, what is your biggest why, and what have you learned? If there's something that you have learned that you can share to our viewers, and because people are being skeptical, and they just don't want to believe for anything, because working online is not people doesn't like work online, and there's a lot right now are what I mean. There's an MLM or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Ever since, like what I've said, ever since we really wanted to have a business. Why? Because being employee for like the span of your life is not worth it. And I we can see that living in Canada is getting expensive, and getting more difficult to get to a work, or to earn money, or to pay our bills and our mortgages. We really wanted to have another streams
extra
of income.
income. Yes.
Yeah, an extra income that eventually will retire us in doing our full-time jobs, and that is our goal. My reason before, that's why I'm not working outside, because I want to spend more time with my kids, and I did that with the help of doing the fostering. But now that they are a little bit older, I'm missing this time that they are enjoying each other. And again, I want to stay home again, and I'm thinking what else that I can do, that I can still stay and take care of my kids and my family. So that's what I'm always seeing and wanting. And working alone in a job will not gonna supply everything that we are, like, everything, the expenses and everything. No, it's not going to be enough unless I go for a double job or one part-time
Yeah.
job. Yeah. So there's no way that I can, because me myself, I don't want to work outside really. If I have a choice, that's why that is my goal, is to get rid of my full-time job, and I'll I'll do this as my full-time, and that's my goal for 2020.
That's what I was. I was about to ask you. What were you? Like in a year from now, where you wanna be, or what you are going to do, or something.
A year from now, I would
Yeah.
be proud. I would probably be in a Facebook 24/7. Like, I really don't want to work. If there is really a way that I can make money inside our home, in our house, and plan for the future vacation, and taking care of my kids, like, they still need me, I would say. And I really want to spend more time with them than to be outside more than 8 hours, right? So I can see myself here as a full-time online business.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have one more, no, two, three more questions for you. Yeah, and I hope you still hang on there. For you
That's
guys, if you're
okay.
watching us, please say hi, hello down there. Let us know if you have some question or if you need some advice on your business. Just leave a question down there so we could answer it to you. Would really appreciate it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so that was I'm going to ask you. I have some question here on my side, so
Okay.
I'm looking at it. Um, yeah, because you said you were just starting. How when was you started it, and then you started as a mentor, right? And then you became a coach. I know it's not easy to be a coach in a short period of time. So how did you manage to do it? I'm so curious about that. Or
I've been in this business for 15 months, I think, or 16 months. So let's say 1.5. And to be a mentor is great, but getting to be a coach is much greater. Why? Because you can able to really share more for a people, and I love doing my coaching one-on-one. Why? Because I get to know the people who I'm talking with, and they can express everything they want to ask me about this business. And I am
yes,
so happy that nobody go back to me, because there's a second call if they wanted to, right? But
yes,
it didn't happen to me because I really want them to get satisfied of what they really need to know about this business. And they end up like laughing and feeling so good because they find this business not that difficult, not that complicated. It's very easy to manage, and they are determined and very inspired to do this business. So getting into the coach is quite challenging, but it's very rewarding whenever you get the position.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asking her a question
Oh, there
here.
is a. Oh,
Mm.
guys, don't do that to me.
But um, it's I'm sorry about your question. Okay, it's kind of we should ask about how our business is or what do you want for Honeybee some advice. But that you can message that directly to Honeybee, and because it's more personal to answer because it's more like a coach. She has to answer it for herself. So
Oh,
I
wow.
advise you to message it directly because I know that she started it really fast. So you message her directly, Edgar, if you want to message her directly.
Hi,
She will be
Edgar.
open because
Message
yeah,
me.
it's yes. You can ask if you other question whatever you want, but some personal about business or something you can just directly message her. But if you want some advice to her to grow your business, you can ask it here and we can answer it for you. I hope you understand and appreciate your sending a question to us. Yeah. So what was it? I was kind of miss it. It was it. Okay, let's move forward for almost finished for our question. Yeah, you said you're coach, right? I was just wondering, how did you, make your client, or how do you make them comfortable when you're talking to them? Like not scaring them or something. How do you handle it?
Right.
Or does other people, like uh, yelling at you or what? Like that
Yeah.
something.
I became a okay, I'm gonna tell the story. I started this one September 2018, right? Kasi 2019 last year.
Yes.
2018, and then 2019 by Feb, I think is I became a coach,
Yeah.
right? So At first, of course, it was, if it's my first time to do the coaching, I'm very nervous. But because I have a mentor and I have a coach as well, and we have a very good training how to be a coach, it gives me more confidence to do the coaching. And the guidelines and everything that you need for you to coach is all provided. So those things that all the support that I'm getting from this business, it makes more easier for me. Though I'm not that kind of a person that I want to talk to strangers or whoever is calling me or whoever I'm contacting with, but because of the training, the full support of my mentor, my coach, whenever there are questions that I couldn't answer, I always have people around me to ask and to get the best answer that I could give until I grow myself doing the coaching without the help of anyone, because I know the ins and out of this business already, and me myself experience all the challenges and all the exciting moments. But most of the time, it's just really exciting moments. There are times that when I'm starting this business, I couldn't really sleep because my phone is always having notification of those people who wanted to know this business. They keep on messaging me. Yeah, they keep on
That's
messaging me, and
exciting.
yeah, that's exciting, right? Because you know that this business is working so well. I'm from Canada, and my business is going out somewhere like in Australia. You know, I got you as my mentee, so you're from the Europe, I from the US, Dubai, or even
Yes.
other countries. It's so amazing if I will tell them, oh, it's good to hear from you, where you from, where you located, and they will tell me the location. And I'm so just amazed that this business goes all the way from other countries. And
Yes.
it's more than the business that you are building here, but more than that,
Mm.
I appreciate how your family is getting bigger and your friends are getting bigger and bigger each time. So every time I tell them, okay, now that we are friends, when I go to Australia, so you're going to tour me around. So yeah, I am just so blessed having this business.
Yeah. We're almost finished. I just got a message. Some others would tune in, and she just asking me what time, and I already told her that we are already on live.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
we're
going
almost
to
there.
be recorded. This is going to be
This,
recorded and
yes, yes,
replay.
they can watch the replay if they don't catch us on live. So
And
yeah.
we can always do this one whenever someone wants to request for another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually has for my next weekend. So I've been doing this start from today or maybe for the whole February. I'm doing it once a week. I'm interviewing our different business partners from all over the country. So just to let us know, or other guys, or you guys know that we are doing our business is globally. So you can do this wherever you want, wherever you
Yeah.
are in the world.
I'm
Yeah.
really I'm really a shy type
So here she
in a
is,
video.
Grace Jello, on, and she is from Land Down Under. Nice to see you too. Thanks for tuning in, Grace. Yeah, what was my question? Okay. It's kind of yeah, I'm almost finished. I just wanna ask you about because we're inviting people to watch because we all started from in a webinar, so that the people can watch into it. So why should people watch our webinar? So watch in our webinar that they will want to watch it. Why?
Yes.
Can you
So, see,
tell?
guys, this is how this business is so amazing. we have a brilliant system that we are using, and this is one of those. Okay, everything that's in this business, we cannot explain it to you because it's just too much information. And those information that we want to unpack to you is just ready for you to listen and to understand more. So if I will tell you in one sitting what this business is all about, you will just gonna be get overwhelmed for 20 minutes or 10 minutes. I cannot give you everything that you need to hear. But in this webinar, in this workshop, all the things that you will need to have an overview of what kind bit of business that we are doing, you will just going to get satisfied and you will get so inspired. So I started watching the webinar in the workshop. Since then, I I had so many realization in life. So that is what we want you to hear about too, because I cannot explain, or Jessa cannot explain everything that's in that webinar, and you will not gonna lose anything. Knowledge
Yes,
is power. This is a free information that you will hear. And the next step of that one is still a bonus for you to know the whole proposal of this business. That's why we want to encourage you before you shut down your mind for this business. You need to open it for a while. And after you've seen the full proposal of the business, that's the only time you will say, okay, this is not for me. What if it's for you? So what did you lose? So after doing the workshop, there's a next step. I went through the next step, and to the next step, you will see how this business is going to work for you, and you have a 100% chance to try it out. But if you can't, you can still get out and go away from this business without losing anything. So this is how this business is really, really, anong tawag dun?
let's just speak Tagalog. Sorry for the
It's,
language, guys.
yeah. I cannot express it. I want to express it in the English word, but this is really soothing to anyone that you want to explore, because now that we want to take advantage of what is in now, like the internet, uh, like the online, and everything is going in online already, and you wanna be on that, um, you want to be on that line already, that you want to don't want to get behind. So take advantage of that one. I know it won't gonna be forever, but let's take advantage. And I'm so blessed that I took action and I step up and move forward, and now I'm here on my milestone that I can say, you guys, you'll never know, the income that I'm getting is more than the income that I'm getting from my work, or from my full-time job.
That's really
Just to
awesome.
say that I cannot tell you guys that if that is, if I'm just lying, no, there's no point. But I'm just sharing what's my experience. So, and I know that even if I get old, or wherever we go for a vacation, I go back to Philippines or we settle there, this business is with me, that I will not gonna uh, leave or sell to anyone, because
Yes,
it's
it's a
just
lifetime
with,
business.
yes. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing, because I don't know, it's the system that we have, that we don't worry about anything because we have a system. So what we worry about is to smile.
Yeah. Yes, so this business really, guys, is for everybody, and yeah, I could say it's not for everybody. For as long as you love what you do, you're gonna success to this business, and all the information you get is all free. You can just log in your email and at our website and your name, and you will get all the details. And for starting a business online, so we have all the tools, products, and everything that you're going to start with is in already in this system that we have. So if you are looking for that we have it in here. So it's up really to you if you are interested or if you wanna learn more about what we are doing. So you just reach out to us. I would really appreciate that.
Yes.
Hi, Grace, if you're still there, if you have some question or if you want to ask Honeybee some advice or something like that, please type on so we could answer it for you.
Yes.
If for those who are watching, if you have some question for her as a coach or whatever you need, something, inspiration, just tell us. Let's see if someone can ask. Okay.
They can ask you anytime, right? Even after this one, they'll start to
Yes,
ask.
just message if you have some questions. If you have
Yeah.
some direct questions or personal question, you can just directly message her, and you can
Yeah.
see in her name, and that's her business page name on the screen. Honey Miranda Marketing. You can just message it to her.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's right.
So just reach out to us, guys, if you have some questions at all. And I
There's
really
lots of,
appreciate,
yeah.
yeah, really
Yeah.
appreciate you all
Yeah.
for being here with us, tuning
Thank
on
you
and
for
watching for us.
listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank
And
you,
there's a
Honeybee,
lot.
so
Yeah.
much
Thank
for
you.
sharing your story with us.
My
Really, it
pleasure.
was amazing to hear your journey.
Yeah. There's a lot of more stories to tell, but I know
Yeah.
it's going to be so long, but you will just be amazed of how many people, or how many moms and other professional people is getting into this business full time already. They're quitting their jobs, they're buying their houses, new houses or new bigger houses. They paying off. I paid off my. I sorry, I paid off my car. Um, I was able to plan vacation from Mexico with the whole family. Normally, we are just going to a vacation, only me or my husband. But now we are afford to go to a vacation as a
Okay,
family.
so here's some question for you. Grace asked you, how do you deal with negative people in the business?
Like what negative? If they are really negative, we
Yeah.
cannot avoid those people. That's normal. They are really curious about the business. That's why they are like their reaction is negative. So that's normal. I'm okay with that one because it's my chance for them to understand. For example, if they are saying something like this, oh, those business is scam, or those business is not real, you're just over exaggerating. So it's good because
Yeah.
it's my chance to explain, and I would tell there's lots of people who's like that to me, and I just telling them, if this is a scam, I wouldn't be here first, and I wouldn't gonna be wasting my time here, especially here in Canada. um Very seldom, or there's none that you can do here that is scam. I even registered this business here in Canada. I i submitted my tax receipts as a
Yes, we do
business.
pay taxes.
Yes, I receive statements from our company to submit it to that for the tax. I can even claim my for the first time that we bought Apple MacBook, because I am thrifty person. I don't like those kinds of expensive laptop, but I was able to buy that one because I know that this business is tax advantage for the business owners. So if this is not real, I'm now in prison.
That's a great answer.
And I
That's
couldn't
right,
do
Grace.
that.
Bashers. Yes, they are bashers, right? Hello, Lee Ann. I said Lee Ann or Lee Yan Horin. Thank you for tuning in, Leanne. You have some questions for her as a coach. If you need some advice or something, you can ask questions. Grace said thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, anyone wanna ask some more questions before we finish
Yeah,
our live, our broadcast?
just happy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
It's good
Anyway,
to be
guys.
happy. What?
Yeah, I
There's
know.
no more? Okay.
I don't think there's more questions. I can't see any more questions
Okay.
right
I think they're
now.
sleeping already.
No,
is
right now.
is that from your place?
No, no,
Those
it's
people is
oh no, 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 no. It's not. They're from Australia, and Leanne,
oh,
where she's I don't know where Leanne. If you can tell us where you coming in from, that would be great. And she just said from Leanne Live. I don't think that's from our country or something. That's her name. So if you could tell us where you're coming in from, that would be great. If you're
so
still
yes.
there, by the way. If not, that's all right.
This this business, um, there's a stress, right? In any other businesses, you will feel stress,
Yeah,
but
she's
this
also
is
from Australia. That's awesome.
Australia. I love
Sydney.
Australia.
She's from
Sydney,
Sydney, Australia.
Australia. Yes, I have lots of business partners there in Australia. Yeah, they are one community already. So, so good.
Yeah. So, you wanna ask more question here? Let's see. I'm just gonna in and check if they have more questions to you.
How many viewers do we have?
Now we've been have 5 viewers and now it's going down to three. Let's get it was six. It's going down when it's almost finished, so they could ask questions after the replay if you want. Some people don't have time. Yeah, I have one last question for you actually. So now
Okay.
I know that you are full-time working at your job and you are doing as a coach and a mentor. How many hours do you spend to run this business for a day?
I would say because when I get from work, I need to also take care of my kids. So it's time for me to cook and prepare our dinner. While I'm preparing this dinner, it's so easy just to grab the phone and reply all the inquiries and all the people. But because of the system that we have, it's less work from us, you know. You will see, you will know how this business works, and it's really doable if you have a full-time job. Because for me, it's not a burden, it's not a difficult to manage and run this business because it's plug and play. It means everything is provided, everything is already done for us. We just need to be personal to the people who are connecting with us because they need a real person. If that person needs to an explanation, it's easy for me to just reply them while I'm cooking or I'm doing my dishes, and it's sometimes so fun. It depends. Sometimes I like 3 hours
So that's
in a
your
day.
minimum time for doing this.
Yes, not even a part-time job, right? three
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, and it's not really difficult for me to just hop on the
Yeah.
messaging
So you
messenger.
you really
No.
can do this, when during your break hours you can do this just when if you're going to the bathroom. I think most people do that. And Leanne said it's so addictive, so much fun. Yes, it is.
It is. Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be your passion. It's going to be like
Mm,
your part of your daily routine already.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes if there's no one is inquiring you or asking about the business, you still have the time to ask people that he's not asking or something is just quiet, but he was interested or she was interested. You can just say hi. I still have time to do that. Following up those people, say hi, right?
Yeah. So I guess that's it for today, guys. It's we've been talking for long now. If you don't have any more questions, we just gonna close for now. And if
Yes.
you have more question, well, you can just send her directly a message, or you can drop off down below, and we can answer it afterwards, later on. And thank you so much, guys, for tuning on with us today. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Grace, Leanne, and for those who are just watching us and listening. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Honey, for accepting my invite to share your journey. It was really amazing to hear your journey about it.
It's my first time, and you're the very first person who get on get me on the live. I hated it, but because I am camera shy type, but now
Well,
I'm liking it.
you're gonna love doing live. Well, okay.
Yes.
Good night,
Thank you so much to
everybody.
as well.
Thank
Good
you. Thank you for
night. You're
watching.
welcome. Bye.